Hi viewers, it's another time on Real Talk with Abby. Today we're doing something really different from the normal norm. Today we have a guest, somebody that is vast in his field, somebody that we can call a pace setter. Talking about somebody that's been a pace setter in the music industry, gospel music industry. It's taking gospel music far and wide throughout the world. It's brought it to you. You see him on YouTube, you see him on your TV, and some of you have had encounters with him on normal. Today I bring to you somebody that you love. I know you love him because his music speaks volumes. His music propagates the gospel. I'm talking about no other person than our very own Sammie Okposo. Oh, so we're bringing him in, Sammie Okposo in the house.
Yes.
It's nice having you. It's nice having you, Sammie.
Hey.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You're welcome too. How are you? How have you been?
I'm doing okay.
Good to have you on this. And it's a privilege to have somebody that's prestigious with us. And so, yes. So today we'll be talking about real talk about your music industry, your music itself, at Sammie's music. And we'll be asking a lot of, I'm sure our viewers want to know a lot of things about Sammie and what makes you tick. What makes you tick? Our first question will be, over the years you've been there, even when some people that are no more there started, and you're still there. What has made you relevant up till now? Where you talk about the younger generation, call them for a concert, and they call Sammie. What has made you really relevant up till now?
Well, music is very, very dynamic. Music is dynamic, and it has got nothing to do with whether it is gospel music or secular music or any kind of music.
Yeah.
First of all, music is music.
Yes.
Firstly, music is music. So you need to be able to experiment with music, because music is a sound, and you blink or you go to bed tonight, there's a new sound tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
There's a new artist tomorrow, there's a new innovation tomorrow. Because people are thinking music is so wide, you cannot exhaust it. You know, there is nobody on the face of the earth, no matter how much you know, no matter how many awards you have won, no matter how many records you have, no matter how far you have toured the world, that you can actually come and say, I know everything about music.
About music, wow.
There's nobody that can say that.
Nobody's an island in music.
Nobody, because people are creating stuff every day.
Wow.
People are creating stuff every day. And
you move with the tide.
You move with the tide. So
yes.
to be a progressive artist, you need to be aware of your environment.
Environment.
Yes,
wow.
Be very aware of your environment. Like, hey, need to know what is happening. What are people listening to? What kind of sound, what kind of beat is making people tick? Even as a songwriter, you need to be aware of how songs are written.
Okay.
Yes, the songwriting styles they change.
Wow.
From your first album to your second album.
Oh, yes.
You need to research, you need to listen to other people. I'm not saying copy and paste what other people are doing.
Oh yes, that's so important.
That's a different matter altogether. I'm not saying copy and paste, but listen to other people, compare it with what you were doing, and ask yourself, am I in tune? Am I on point? Am I working with what is trending as far as my genre is concerned?
Well,
you know, and so for me, that is what I keep myself abreast of what is happening.
Wow.
Yes,
that's so
music is not boring.
It's not.
It's not.
Really?
And you see, you gotta experiment.
Wow.
There are some songs I recorded in my first album that I perform on stage now in 2020, and I am definitely not performing them the way I recorded them.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8,
like
9, 10 years ago.
Of it.
The sound has changed.
Oh yeah.
I don't even want to listen to how it was recorded 10 years ago. I don't want to hear it right now, even me. So, what about the consumers?
That's so true.
There's some sounds there. I mean, it goes all the way from how it was written, how it was produced, how it was mixed, how it was mastered.
Yeah.
A lot of things have changed. So I move with the trend. I keep myself aware of how the sound is progressing and changing. And I have a heart for the young people. You cannot just do music.
Okay, holding you there, that brings me to my next question.
Yeah.
Where I was going to ask you, how do you get jealous? For one, I know that you were one of those that encouraged or helped Tim Godfrey. I particularly know, which he has told me, he confirmed it. So sometimes when you go out and they call Tim Godfrey, how do you feel when sometimes Tim Godfrey has to stay longer than you, or what do you?
Those things. There is only one Sammie Okposo.
Oh yeah, so true.
There's only one. So, regardless of whoever's out there doing what they are doing, they are doing them, and I'm doing me.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So I don't get jealous or afraid of
beautiful.
There's a new artist now. Hey, listen, there's only one Sammie Okposo.
Oh yes.
And when I show up, everybody's gonna know.
Oh yeah.
That Sammie Okposo is here.
He's here.
Period.
Wow.
There's only one.
That's so encouraging.
No matter who comes up, and I have no issues. I relate with the younger artists, the ones who are coming after me, the ones who were there before me, the ones who are there with me. I relate on all levels. So there will never be a time where I'm like, oh, there's this new artist now that has this new song. Oh my god. No.
Wow.
That's not gonna happen. Because there will never be another Sammie. There's one.
That's so.
There is Tim Godfrey, Eben, Frank Edwards, Mercy Chinwo, Sinach, Nathaniel Bassey, D. Jones, Uche Agu, Elvis E.
Oh, yes.
The list is endless.
Endless. Oh.
And all these are my brothers and sisters, and we complement each other. We do not compete against each other.
That's so beautiful.
So that is why you can see all of us doing the same concert, and everybody is coming with their own peculiarity.
Wow.
Everybody comes with their sound. You see, oh, Elvis is on stage. People are worshiping and singing. Oh, Tim Godfrey is on. Wow. D. Jones is on. Uche is on. Everybody goes home. And they were like, man, that concert was wow.
Wow.
And we cannot all be the same.
The same.
It will be boring.
That's true. That's true.
It will be boring. All of us the same. We're coming on stage singing the same thing.
Same beats.
Oh, come on.
Not again.
If it was me that was watching, I would leave.
Wow. Okay.
And then you go to other genres. There's Tope Alabi. There's Choma Jesus.
That's so true.
You see?
Okay.
It's a healthy variety.
Yeah.
So when you come into my genre as gospel, I mean, there was a time where if you look around, it is only me you will find.
Oh, yes.
And it was very lonely.
Oh, that's beautiful to know.
Yes, and so I have no problems. I have been very supportive, and I don't like to say stuff like that in the media of who I have supported to come up. There are loads and loads of them out there. If you didn't say, if we told you, I won't say it out here. Because I don't like to drop names like that, because I just feel it's not necessary. Because all of these people have all come up in their own right now. And I give them the respect that they are due. And they reciprocate. So a lot of them, they have so many names for me. Some say the boss. Some say the landlord. Some say the general. Some say Sasa. Some say Oga.
Good.
But you see, that doesn't, I don't belittle any of them. Anybody. Even the ones who used to sing as background vocals with me until they became artists of their own. I don't belittle them. I don't look down on them. I give them the respect that they do because they have worked for it.
They have.
And you need to salute them where they are. And they know. One good thing, a lot of them say, listen, you keep keeping us on our toes.
Oh, yes.
That you are still recording, you are still doing stuff, you are still releasing hit songs, you are still touring the world. And we are looking like, listen, look at the boss, he's still flying. So we don't have any excuse.
Of course.
So, and that is why it's very easy for me to relate with them.
With them,
no negative vibe, no bad air. I love them. I will recommend them. I will tour with them.
Wow.
I mean, I do something called the Sammie Okposo Praise Party.
Praise Party, oh yeah.
I do it in Nigeria. I will feature them. I've done it in Nigeria, the UK. I've done it in Germany. I've done it in America before. I'm coming back to do it again. I am very happy to feature them on my platform. Where we all just come out. And at the end of the day, it is all about Jesus.
It is. Oh, it's beautiful.
Kingdom music is all about God. There's no competition. It's not about you are not a member of my church. So I want no. It's a kingdom mentality. So when you are confident of who you are, regardless of what, listen, I get inspired by what they do. Yes, because they all keep coming up with fantastic things, and I'm like, that's your song. My goodness.
Wow.
And each time I tell them, they'll be like, boss, please leave it. I said, no, that song, I love it. I compliment them.
That's so beautiful.
And I make them feel comfortable around me.
Wow. Because that actually brings me to the next one. I've seen you with these younger ones, and you see you dance with them, you do all this, and it actually makes me feel this. What you've answered now would also go in other fields of all life and all
That's
that. You know, like you said, those coming after you, those before you, those with you, and you're still the same. It talks about Christ. So talking about the gospel music in Nigeria, what do you think about the gospel music, how it's taken around the world?
A one, a two. Somebody praise, somebody dance, somebody praise, somebody dance. Nobody can praise you like me. 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 Nobody can praise you like me.
Nigeria has gotten a global attention.
Wow, that's good.
Right now.
Ooh.
And I say so proudly.
Proudly.
And
Oh, yeah.
I am glad it is happening in my lifetime.
Oh, yes. Beautiful.
It has gotten the attention of the world. We are having Nigerian artists, American artists, European artists doing collaborations.
Collaborations, yeah.
Touring together. I mean, I have done a tour in Nigeria where I did 3 major cities in Nigeria, Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Abuja, with Dietrich Haddon.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes.
I remember
I have
that.
done my tour with Dietrich Haddon in Nigeria. I have done a tour in Nigeria and the UK with Jonathan Nelson.
Jonathan Nelson, I remember that.
So you see, those things never used to happen.
Wow.
I mean, look at Tim Godfrey with Travis Green,
That was green.
Israel Houghton. I mean, JJ Heston doing stuff with Mercy Chinwo and Tim Godfrey.
It's so beautiful.
Eben and Phil Thompson.
Wow.
Steve Crown and Phil Thompson.
That's so true.
Listen,
There's a lot of
my sister NK and Kiara Shear.
That's true.
Listen, Nigeria has gotten the attention of the world.
Wow.
And it's not just about gospel music, the arts.
The art itself.
Secular music, gospel music, comedy, fashion.
Fashion. That's so true.
Yes, what is happening with the Nigerian fabric, the kind of designs, and people that are not Nigerians are proudly wearing it. Our fabric, the arts, our culture is being exported to the world now. And Nigeria is on the map.
Setting the pace.
Setting the pace, and listen, this is just the beginning. And I can proudly say, even before now, people like Femi Kuti was getting Grammy Award nominations.
That's so
Burna Boy has gotten one. So listen, I am for the Nigerian brand.
So it's not only gospel
No,
music.
the Nigerian brand. I mean Nigerian.
Oh yeah.
So
Proudly.
regardless of all the negative press that they are trying to spread around about Nigeria, Nigeria's got it going on.
Wow.
We have the best musicians, we have the best doctors, we have the best engineers. Listen, don't even play. I'm for the Nigerian brand. From Nigeria to the world, we are doing well all over the world. Yes, there are a few crazy people out there doing crazy things, but it doesn't change the fact that there are fantastic Nigerians who are doing great things to put Nigeria on the map, and they are doing it. It's all about positivity, no negativity.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. This is coming from a very patriotic Nigerian.
Don't play.
I
am
that.
proud of my green passport.
Oh yeah. So it's not only about the music.
No.
The Nigerian brand.
Yes.
So that's so beautiful.
Yes.
That's so beautiful.
Yes.
To hear someone really talk about his country with so much passion
Yes.
and all that.
Yes.
All that. Okay, which brings me to this particular one. It is dicey. It's not something you can say we know it all, but we see you thrive in it and you're proud about it, which is marriage.
That's right.
We know you're married to some beautiful, spectacular lady, I would say, because I have seen her and I can remember seeing her and looking like, ooh, she's even prettier in person than the picture. So what do you say has made your marriage a role model to others? Because I've heard somebody say that.
Oh wow.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm blushing.
I'll blush with ease. Okay.
You see, this thing about marriage is it's there is no anybody who comes and starts giving you some formula like where you do this and do that, it will work. You see, different individuals have different ways that things work for them. So when somebody writes a book about his personal experience in marriage, I will congratulate you, but those things you are saying might not necessarily work for me.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Because this is your personal experience. Different strokes for different folks.
That's so true.
Yes, I might just go with what you have said and have a terrible marriage.
Marriage, oh yeah.
So, first things first, it is not a thing to be rushed into. Let's get that one out of the way.
That's so important for me.
Yeah, it's not a thing to be rushed into, and some people just think that once you are a certain age, you are supposed to be married. I don't know where they got that from. I don't know where it was written. And I want to say this here real quick. Being married doesn't make you responsible.
That's a cool one.
It doesn't. If you are irresponsible, you are irresponsible. Full stop.
Okay.
When you get married, it's not going to change you to become irresponsible. It's a mindset.
Okay.
It's a mindset when they start saying, when you get married, X, Y. No. That thing you could not achieve, that you are not as a single person, you will not become it automatically because you are married.
Married, wow. That's so insightful.
And we need to get this out of, because it is putting a lot of people under unnecessary pressure. And divorce rates is
getting higher.
Lord have mercy.
Higher.
They rush in, they were pressured into it. Some parents said, no, you have to. I'm like, I don't have to.
Wow.
Please understand that you are getting married for you.
For you.
Don't get married for somebody else.
Wow.
Because you will be the one to stay in that house and that marriage with that person.
So
After the wedding reception, everybody's gone. There's a difference.
Absolutely.
The wedding and the marriage.
The marriage.
They are two different things.
Wow. That is an important one.
The wedding ceremony and the marriage proper. They are two different things.
Wow.
You can have a great wedding and have a terrible marriage. And at the same time, you can just have one quiet, simple wedding ceremony and have a fantastic
marriage. Wow. I think we need to put them apart and understand them.
So, I married my friend.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Somebody you can just laugh with, gossip with.
I can see it's blushing. He made black head to blush.
I know.
He's smiling, talking about her.
Marry your friend. And for somebody like me, for the work I do, I travel so much.
Wow. That's so true.
So you need to marry a woman who understands you and the kind of work that you do. Can she handle it? Ladies, think about all of that before you say yes. Yeah. Don't say yes and say, I didn't know it was like this. No. Process it well. It's better to have a broken relationship than to have a broken marriage.
So
when you go inside, process it. And guys, you too, be truthful. Say it as it is. Tell her all about you. Tell her what your dreams are, your aspirations, what you want to do. Tell her.
Make it known.
And let her decide, okay, can I deal with this?
Can I not?
Or not? A lot of people get into marriage and they don't say it all. And things begin to unfold and you begin to hear, I didn't know this, so if I had known this was it, I had. And vice versa. It's not only the guy. Sometimes there's some stuff about the lady that the guy doesn't know.
No.
And woman, if you have dreams and aspirations as to what you want to do, don't make him think you just want to be a housewife And then you get in, then you begin to say, I want to do this, I want to...
We didn't discuss this.
This is not what we talked about. So marry your friend, say it out there. Marry. You can't just marry anybody. Know that you can deal with everything that comes with the person. And hey, it's not all going to be good.
Oh, yes.
Let's get that one out there real quick. There are times, woman, you are just going to look at this guy and say, oh man, how did I marry you?
Wow.
But let that be a thought that just flashes through your mind. And you'll be like, anyways, it's fine. I can handle it. It's not all going to be rosy.
Rosy, wow.
Anybody who comes here to tell you, oh, in our marriage, we have never fought, we have never quarreled, it's a lie. And if that is what is happening, before long, that thing is going to crash.
Wow.
It's a discovery. Every day you discover each other. Even after you have said all you have said before you marry, the discovery never stops. It continues. And you just got to know that this is the person. That is why when you are pledging, you say for better, for worse.
So true.
So you have to balance it that when the worst comes, I can still stick with this person.
This person, wow.
Don't just choose only the better.
The
The worst too is part of the deal.
part of the deal, wow.
So when the worst comes in whatever fashion it comes,
Yeah.
you like, well, this is what I bargained for it. I'm going to deal with it and I'm going to go through it.
Go through, wow.
So that is what has helped me. I married my friend.
Married, wow.
Some people thought I should have been married long before I got married. I paid them no attention.
Wow.
I paid them no attention. You are not going to pressure me into stuff that I'm not ready for. It's a mental thing.
Mental readiness.
You got to be ready. That, okay, I'm going to be hooked up to somebody now for the rest of my life. I'm going to be accountable to somebody.
Wow. Accountability.
So when you are ready, when you get to that junction, it's only you that we know. And it doesn't matter. Listen, if you get to that junction when you are 25, go ahead.
Ooh.
If you don't get to that junction till when you are 40, please don't go.
So age is just now.
Forget that thing. I beg.
Oh, man.
Forget it. I've seen people who got married very young. I've seen a couple, what were they, 23 or 24? Got married. And I've also seen people who got married in their mid-40s. So I don't know who puts the age
Age thing.
that at this age you must be.
Married.
No. It's not written anywhere. It's a personal thing.
Oh.
Yeah, you cannot be thinking for me that I think you should be married by now. No. Let me think about it. Let me be the one to worry about that. And even if people are thinking for you, don't let it pressure you until you are ready.
Ladies.
Listen, guys and ladies. I mean, I can't be sitting down here and Ebe will come and say, I think you are hungry. The way I'm looking at you. You don't know if I'm hungry. I should be the one to say, I'm hungry, oh, I need food. I'm the one
Say that.
that should feel the hunger.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
You can't take one look at me and say, I think you're hungry. No.
Marriage is that practical.
That you can't. I'm the one to know when I'm hungry. And I'm going to look for food and eat. It's not for you to think that I'm hungry.
Wow.
No, you can't do that. So that is what has helped me and is still helping me.
Wow.
And communicate.
Communication. Wow.
Talk. If you have to scream sometimes, scream. It's allowed.
It's allowed.
Argue. But for guys, do not ever let your hand talk.
Mm.
That doesn't make you a man.
Mm.
It just makes you stupid
Oh.
and weak.
Wow. Sammie said it.
If you cannot talk with your mouth, that you need your fist or your legs to start talking to your spouse, I'm sorry for you.
Big sorry.
You are weak. You are nothing.
Mm.
Yes, I say so.
Sammie says so.
Don't let your hand talk. Talk about it. Arguing is healthy. Argue. No, I don't agree. No, but this is what you're saying, but we will argue. And sometimes when you are arguing, the volume of the voices will go up.
Oh, that's real.
That is real. The volume of your voices will go up. But don't let it cross the threshold of the fact that we are arguing about something. We don't agree. And at some point, depending on how sensitive the issue you are arguing about, you might just say, okay, leave it, no problem. Okay, I agree. You might just leave it. They call it stooping to conquer.
To conquer. That's the word. Wow.
So
Wow.
sometimes it's the guy that says, okay, no. Sometimes it's the lady that says, all right, and you win, it's okay. And she might even tell you, well, I don't agree with you though,
But I let go.
but just for peace sake, I'll leave it.
Wow.
Because there's no trophy that you will get to.
The trophy. That's so important.
There is no trophy. You say, yes, I won the argument. What did you win? You know, so it's communication. The person understands you, you understand the person. And
Wow. Wow.
for my line of work, I cannot do it when I'm being constantly harassed.
So that woman is special.
Yes, I cannot do it. You can't even get anything out of harassing a guy. And even vice versa. Unnecessarily policing and giving yourself high BP for nothing. You got to be able to build trust.
Trust.
Build it.
Wow.
Build it. Build trust. It is earned.
Okay.
And that way, the rest, like I said, is discovery. Since you already know that I've decided to spend the rest of my life with this person, every day, one day at a time.
One day at a time.
You take it, you improve, you discover, you know, and you...
Sammie has said a lot. If you ask me, I would say Sammie should be a marriage counselor.
No.
Because from what he has just said now, I can see practicality. Really, he's brought it down, brought it home, and all that. That's so beautiful. I can see truly why his marriage is still there, and she's happy, all smiles. Have you been to his Instagram page? She's just all smiles, pretty, and glowing. She's glowing. Okay.
Hey, warm it up. Come on. Where my dancers at? I am. My hands, my feet, my whole body. All that again. One sing hallelujah. My hands, my feet, come on now. All that again. Good God. Hey.
question is about your church, House on the Rock. We know you've been there all through the years.
Yes.
And you travel here and there. Have there been any time you felt that there's another church you want to leave House on the Rock for, or there's another pastor, there's another, what do you think? Have you?
You know, it has been an interesting journey with my pastor, Pastor Paul.
Pastor Paul.
It's been an interesting journey. He has been a very, very motivational part of my life and ministry.
Wow.
In helping to enhance the gifts that God already gave to me.
Wow.
So I've learned a lot from him as a mentor, as a coach, as a pastor. So have there been times where there were issues here and there?
Here and there.
It's natural.
Okay.
It's natural for all of that to come up. But the urge to walk away and say, no, I'm going to join another church, that has not been a topic.
Wow, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, it hasn't been a topic. I have also received offers from numerous churches.
I know.
Not just in Nigeria, in Europe, in America.
Outside, wow.
To relocate, come be our music
Director,
our
wow.
music pastor, our music this.
Wow.
But I am not confused about my assignment. I know what God created me to do. And a lot of my friends from way back, 20 years before now, a lot of my friends relocated, left Nigeria, went to other countries, and it's all good. But for me, that was not it for me.
And you, so you had to focus.
It wasn't it for me. For me, I was created to be in Nigeria. I was created to be an export out of Nigeria to
wow.
the world.
To the world, wow.
From Nigeria to the world.
world.
So it has been an interesting journey in House and Rock. It's my church. I was the music director of the church straight for about 17, 18 years.
Wow.
Yes, and it wasn't because I was getting paid. I was doing it for free.
Love for the church.
Yeah, I was a volunteer. I'm still a volunteer. And at some point I had to step down from that office because my ministry, I needed to concentrate on my ministry whilst I'm still volunteering at my church. But I couldn't do that when I was still officially holding an office as the MD. So somebody else had to hold that office whilst I act as a support whenever I'm available, because I was now doing a whole lot with my ministry and my career. So I'm still there. I'm still in the House on the Rock. I'm still one of the worship leaders.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's been close to about 26 years now.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've been in the same church.
Same church,
Yeah,
wow.
and all the offers that have come have been fantastic. But it never ever got to the point where I would consider it seriously to say I am moving. You never know. I'm open to the will of God. For now, that is not on the agenda.
Okay.
But you never know.
You never know.
Tomorrow, God might just say, son, I need you to move.
Move. Wow.
But so far, it hasn't come up. So, House on the Rock is my church.
Wow.
Pastor Paul Adefarasi is my pastor.
Okay. From what you've just said now, I can see the sacrifice of leadership where you know you have to let go for somebody just for
Yeah.
that's beautiful from my home. That's an amazing sense of of service even to God.
Yeah.
Like you say you're open to the will of God.
Yep.
Now, talking about God in your ministry.
Yeah.
God in your ministry. Where can you say God has stood in your ministry? I call you a man of grace. There was a time I said this, I was in between them. I was like, this is a man of grace. So when you talk about God's grace upon your life, what do you have to say?
I'm a product of God's grace, and God's mercy,
Mercy.
and God's
Grace.
favor.
Wow. Favor.
So God has just been gracious to me.
That's amazing.
In spite of my faults, my failings, my mistakes, my foolishness sometimes,
Wow.
God's grace has just kept me.
Constant.
You know, and it's not something that I take for granted, because grace is available.
Yes.
Then doesn't mean you should just be doing anything anyhow, anytime,
Anyhow.
anywhere. No. But as human beings that God has created, He knows. That's why He said, before I formed you, I knew you.
You.
And His love is unconditional. It's not because God doesn't love you because of what you do, or because you are very good, or God hates you because you are bad. God is love.
Love.
Full stop. And so, me knowing that I have done my best, even in the midst of everything I go through, to not ever find myself not being under the grace of God.
Grace of God. Wow.
Because without His grace, His love, and His mercy, I am totally nothing. You know, and that's the best place to be, where you know that it's not about you.
It's about Him.
It's about Him. It's not about me. Even if it is my face that's on the flyer, it's not about me. I am only able to be who I am because of God's grace,
That's grace.
His mercy, His love, and His favor. So I don't ever take that for granted.
Right.
God's grace sufficient for me
For you.
all the time.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's humbling, and that's finally, I would love you to. What do you have to say to the young ones out there? Having talked about God, having talked about marriage, having talked about the music, gospel music industry, and all that. What do you have to say to the upcoming youths, to those that see you as role models, those that look up to you in everything? What do you have to say to them?
What I would say to the young people up and coming who are aspiring to do whatever you want to do with your life, I would say life is a process.
Process. Wow.
Yeah, it is a process. Don't avoid the process, because it is dangerous to avoid the process. God is a God of process.
Yes.
That is why He took 7 days to create the world. God could have just snapped His finger and the whole world would appear.
Wow. That's so true.
But God was already teaching us process from creation. Day 1, He did this. Day 2, day 3,
3,
day 4, day 5, day 6.
6.
And most importantly, He said, and God rested.
Rested. 7th day. Oh.
It's a God of process. So young people, you want to blow. You want to blow. You want to blow. When you blow, you explode. But instead of thinking that you want to blow, Try saying, I want to grow.
Oh, I want to grow. Wow. Wow.
Grow in whatever you have chosen to do with your life, young people. Because growth never stops. You keep growing. You keep growing. You keep growing. And it continues. So don't have a microwave mentality. You want it now, microwave. But you see, you see, the microwave was created and it's good. It's a good technology. But there are times you bring a bowl of soup from the deep freezer and you throw it into the microwave and you press the minutes. It goes and it does ping like it's ready. You bring it out, you put the spoon, there's still ice.
There's still ice, wow.
Under there. You try it again. Ice is still there.
Still there.
And at that point, you just pull out that bowl, put water in a pot,
Yes.
put it in, and when you go to the gas cooker. And the heat comes from under and deals with that ice from under and it melts it. So there are some things the microwave cannot do. The microwave can never replace the gas cooker. Never. It will not happen. I'm not running down the microwave, but it will not replace the gas cooker. Cooks it well. It is after the gas cooker has cooked it well that microwave will heat it. So don't play. Exactly. So when I mean don't have a microwave mentality, be willing to be cooked. Be willing to go through the process. It is not always a pleasant experience though. Being cooked, being in the fire. There's some heat there. So young people, go through the process. Don't avoid it. Whatever it is you want to do, be ready to be processed. And don't be a cheap copy of somebody else.
Wow.
Be original.
Of course.
Be inspired by people. Be inspired. There's nothing wrong. Oh, I'm inspired by this person. But don't lose yourself. Because you are unique. God created you to be unique. So as you are being inspired and being mentored by people, the best you will ever be is the best you. So identify your race, choose your pace.
Choose your pace.
Your own pace. Run in your lane. Be ready to be processed. Be open to process. Give it your best shot all the time. Because in your own time, everybody has his time. When your time comes, you will shine.
You will shine. Wow. It's been an amazing, it's been educating, it's been inspiring, and you can see me just jotting like I'm in a classroom. Truly is this is a role model in everything. I must confess, he has taken us from beginning to where he is now. And the most is he has acknowledged God. He said, young people, You don't have to. It's not about I want to blow. It's I want to grow. Wow, I am inspired myself. It is taking. I'm sure with him now I'll go further. So at this point, I want to say a big thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to Sammie Okposo for being. It's amazing. It's been inspiring. I'm happy. I feel honored that you've taken time out of your very busy schedules to come and be on Real Talk with Abby. We appreciate
My
you.
pleasure, Abby.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. So it's we've had this space. I pray that you are able to continue with us. And remember, do not watch this without subscribing to this. Please subscribe to this, and you get to see many more of inspiring men like Sammie Okposo. Do have a lovely time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.